Hello everyone, it is Derek Smith from the Intercessors Investigative and Training Group, and today I want to talk to you about expert witnesses. Number one, if you're a private investigator, you can use your skills to make extra money as an expert witness, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit. But I want to talk about how to prepare to be a professional witness in a case. So if your job ends up in a court case, there's a good chance that you'll need to testify. You'll be called to testify in court. So private investigators working for law firms are specifically expected to serve as expert witnesses based on what they find. However, being an expert witness is much more than just showing up on time wearing a tie. Attorneys will expect preparation, professionalism, and strong communication skills. Here are some tips every PI should keep in mind. First, check your licensing requirements. Licensing requirements for expert witnesses can vary, and you may be able to present testimonial evidence you collected as a PI without a formal license. However, if you are gathering evidence with the intent to testify about it, as all PIs working for attorneys generally are, then you will need a license. And competent attorneys will want you to provide credentials before considering you as an expert witness. Plus, getting a PI license is simply a good idea for your business. Next, work with an attorney to develop a report. While attorneys and PIs are used to creating separate reports, serving as an expert witness requires more collaboration. Prepare to go over the role of a private witness and exactly what you're going to be saying and how to deal with any approaches made by other attorneys. This type of communication is largely protected according to federal rules. Attorneys will have strict guidelines for what is admissible in court and will want as much information as you can provide during this time. Remember, your primary role is to support this particular law firm's argument. PIs that work for a specific law firm have a built-in advantage with this scenario, but it's not required for successful collaboration. Next is prepare for an early deposition. Not only is the deposition an important part of the case, but it's also a great way for private investigators to understand what they will be presenting and how to explain their testimony or evidence. It's also going to happen early. Expert witnesses are typically identified and prepared at least 90 days before the trial for affirmative witnesses that a prosecutor would be interested in using. However, when expert reports are issued, the opposing counsel may also want to depose an expert witness, albeit typically with a stricter timeline. This type of deposition will search for any flaws, doubts, or lines of attack that can be used in court. So it's important that you as a private investigator is prepared for this. Ask your attorney for guidance if you're not. Everyone has to start somewhere, and the expert witness role will get easier with time. Organize and understand your own evidence. Many PIs will be going over their own evidence collected on surveillance, through online research, via interviews or phone calls, and more. This evidence will be thoroughly documented before being used in a case, and you must also be extremely familiar with it. An expert witness must refer to and locate pieces of evidence immediately in whatever medium they are presenting in. The phrase, know it like the back of your hand, comes to mind here. Practice your professional demeanor. It's important to avoid becoming emotional, irritated, or combative as an expert witness, no matter how much you may be baited. Always stay calm and objective. Confidence in your own evidence and experience can help a lot here, which is another reason thorough preparation is helpful. Along with this, it's also vital to never stretch your testimony into fabrication or areas where you may be ignorant of the facts. Never make assumptions, especially as a witness. When in doubt, always ask for clarification on a point before answering. Be careful providing your opinion. At times, expert witnesses may be asked to provide their opinion about a specific aspect of a case. Sometimes a PA may be asked about what they thought of a potential crime scene, or if an act of an observed subject appeared to be criminal. If they have significant experience working with the police, they might be asked their opinions on specific police actions. It's even more important to be objective and careful with opinion-based testimony. If you don't feel your experience or history allow for a proper answer, say so. Practice proper behavior while on cases. If you are interested in providing testimony services, it's more important than ever to document your cases thoroughly and observe proper behavior. Illegal activities like trespassing onto property, illegal surveillance techniques, banned pretexting to solicit information, and more can ruin your evidence and an associated court case. Stay within the bounds of the law and check out the details if you aren't sure about a certain approach. Final note, using your witness experience. Once you've built up some experience as an expert witness, don't be afraid to advertise these services. This may be a valuable bonus for a client or attorney looking for a reliable PI. Avoid releasing any details of ongoing cases, but feel free to cite how long you've been serving as a witness, how many court cases you've testified at, or the type of cases where you have served as a witness. If you feel like you don't have the experience or need training to be an expert witness, you can check out the place that I went to. It's called Seek. Seek offers seminars, webinars, training, and books that can teach you about being an expert witness. I get nothing out of this. I just want to share the information with you because I've got some great training through Seek. And one last thing, it's very important that you get properly trained as a private investigator. Many courses will teach you about their local state laws, and you might go through 1 week course where you really don't learn how to do an investigation. Well, my Private Investigator career course has 36 modules that will teach you everything you need about how to be a private investigator and how to do it the right way. My name is Derek Smith again, and I am an 18-year former federal agent and a Maryland private investigator practicing every day, and a 30-year educator. I'm a college professor teaching cybersecurity, security, and other investigative skills. So check out the Private Investigations Academy and look at my Private Investigator career course to get the right training you need to do the job the right way. All right, I'll see you in my next video.